The restoration of my grandfather's handsaw. So this is my grandfather's old handsaw. I acquired it after he passed. As I was working on this, it brought back a lot of memories. If you have a favorite memory of your grandfather, drop it in the comments. I would love to hear about it. I feel like everyone has some favorite memories of their grandfather growing up. Mine was going fishing, or he always had fireworks whenever we went over for Christmas celebration. So as we get started here, after getting everything broken down, we're just going to pour some evapor rust on this saw blade, and we're going to be using some citrus strip for the handle. I just like using that plastic bag just to keep your hands clean. And you can use that bag just to rub everything around. If you've never used evapor rust, it's a pretty amazing product. One of the cool things about evapor rust is if you don't spill it all over your table, you can put it back in the bottle and reuse it several times. This is the next morning. It's set about 16 hours in the solution, and I'm just kind of getting everything laid out. I'm just going to start off right here by getting all that stripper removed from that handle. I feel like the citrus strip did a pretty good job of removing everything, and then we're just going to coat everything down with mineral spirits and rub everything really, really good with the steel wool, including the saw blade. And this is going to knock any of that loose rust off that didn't just completely dissolve with the evapor rust. So after we get done with this saw blade, we're just going to move on to the handle there and kind of give it a wet sanding. The reason I call it a wet sanding is because it's still wet from the citrus strip and all the mineral spirits that we just used on it. So this is the time that we're going to be getting the bulk of the old finish off, and then we're going to let it dry for about 2 or 3 hours and let that wood dry out really well so we can do the final sanding on it. And I believe right here I'm using just like 150 grit and also use 220 as well. Now we're just going to use some more mineral spirits, get all that dust off, and we'll start the staining process. We're going to be using Old Masters Spanish Oak. This is a wiping stain. It does pretty good. It has a really great color to it. I really like using these wiping stains because whenever you're restoring something, you don't have to completely remove the old finish to get a good result in the end. All right, after we get that cleaned up, we're going to move on to the saw blade. We're going to take some wax and just rub that saw blade really, really good with the steel wool and wax. And this is going to give it a nice finish and also give it some lasting protection and so it don't rust again. I really like the way this saw blade turned out with that black patina. We're going to be using spray lacquer for the handle, and this is just going to give it a nice finish. I know traditionally probably an oil finish would have been better, but didn't just have the time to do the oil finish. So we're going to settle for the lacquer here, but it also leaves a really nice finish on the handle as well. So we're just going to give everything 2 quick coats of lacquer. One thing that's interesting about lacquer is each coat burns into the other one, so it's doesn't have a layering effect. And after the lacquer dries, it takes about 30 minutes. We're just going to rub everything down with the paste wax and steel wool, and this is going to get any like little rough spots off and give it a nice smooth finish. Trying to clean up that detail with that screwdriver. And here we're just going to buff everything out, get every little bit of wax off that we can. So this is going to leave everything feeling nice and silky smooth as we get ready for the reassembly process. All right, now we're just going to get everything reassembled. You saw how easily that saw blade slid into there, and gotta make sure you put all your bolts in first before you tighten anything down. Otherwise, you'll have a heck of a time trying to get your screws lined up. And I like to get all the screws turned in a certain position so they're all matching. All right, if you haven't done it yet, now would be a good time to like the video, drop a comment, also subscribe. It really helps out the channel, and hopefully we'll have more restorations in the future. All right, this is the finished product. I believe my grandfather would be proud. If you're interested in getting any evapor rust or citrus strip, I will link all the products in the description below for you guys.